I don't know, about 3 or 4 years. Okay, wait, hold on one second. We're actually streaming live now. I got actually my cousin, Mr. John Sanchez, here. We're going to talk about
with
some of
Dr.
these.
Dr. Ben Casey.
Absolutely. We're going to do some description about some of my chiropractic stuff so that we have some neck pain. And I want to kind of describe that a little bit with and do that. Hold on. Let's bring this over here just a bit. This is going to be all whiteboard here. This is the business part of what I do. But, I can kind of go over that here in just a little bit. But I wanted to kind of show here what neck pain is and what's making you have those problems. I'm going to erase some of this stuff. Okay. So what's going on with you, man? What's going on?
So right here, from an injury from a few years ago, it gets tight. And I get a throbbing pain right here and causes headaches in this area.
And you have what kind of history do you have? Like what
It was some whiplash in a car accident from 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Okay. And ever since then, it's just been on the right side. Mm-hmm. And have you had like any imaging done or any X-rays?
Yeah, I do have some bulging discs.
Bulging discs and stuff. And you understand kind of what it is that means. You understand what's happening.
Yeah.
To you?
Yes, I do.
And so over the course of years or days, the thing doesn't move right. It gets all tense and tight. Usually from a whiplash injury, like you got a little car here, a little car here, and then if you get struck from behind, the force goes out the front bumper of your car. But you're inside here. You're not made of anything like, you're not made of steel, you're not made of leather, you're not made of cloth, right? So the tissue inside of your body from whatever kind of vehicle hit you, say it was a little truck here. So if this vehicle impacts you, it stretches and tears those muscles, tendons, and ligaments that you have in your neck. So whenever you go forward like that, it might not feel that did a lot of damage, but it really does. You know, those fibers in there, I always like to call it like brisket, like shredded brisket. That's what you have inside of your body, right? You have those small fibers that are torn and stretched whenever you get involved in an accident, right? A car wreck or something. So whenever you get involved in a whiplash, the muscles tighten up to protect itself. It doesn't want the body to tear anymore. It's like a piece of paper. So if you get like a piece of paper and you pull it, it's pretty strong. But if you get a tear going in it, let's do the whole thing here. So like this, say if you have a piece of paper and you're pulling, nothing. You got nothing. But if you get a little tear in it, kind of like with a whiplash like that, I mean, the body tightens up so it doesn't just tear like at that spot. You know what I'm saying? So if I kind of like that. You know? So it doesn't want to tear the rest of the muscle that's kind of around your neck, holding it together. So what's kind of happened here is it's been tight for so long, the bones say, screw it, I'm tired of holding it together, and they start to grow together. So the muscle now turns to bone, and now you have what we call it bone spurs or arthritis or, and I don't know, I haven't seen your x-rays, but oftentimes these are some of the symptoms that happen after a whiplash injury. You know, you got the trauma of the whiplash, and then you got your neck tightening up and trying to protect itself, but then it's also pinching on the nerve. And it's a vicious kind of cycle here, and it doesn't go away, and then you do an x-ray, and you have all this arthritis and stuff in your neck because it hasn't moved right in so long. A good example of that, you know, is your tooth. Like, you got a wisdom tooth, or you got a mole or a cavity or something. And if you have like a chipped tooth or something, you can put your finger in the back there and you kind of poke at it. And you can feel where it's broken or where you can see where it's the cavity is. You can dig your tongue in there or something. Imagine that inside your neck where you can't touch it and you can't get to it. That's what's going on. It's a cavity on your spine that's poking into the nerve that's causing it to have pain going down into the arm there or whatever. It's pinching on the nerve is what it is. And I think that's what's caused from probably a whiplash injury, you know. So whenever I was kind of rubbing on your neck and stuff here a while ago, it's tight. There's something going on in there. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of give in some of the areas. It feels like it's locked up. So I mean, I'd be interested in maybe seeing some additional imaging. Just the MRI you said you may have had a while back. You might want to maybe revisit that again to see the severity of it. And in terms of prognosis, now let's talk about prognosis. You're a human being. You're a human. You're not like a computer. I can't come in here and just type up something and then just you're fixed up. It's not going to work that way. This is the machine that you were given. That's the only one you got.
That's what I have left with.
That's what you got. That's what you're living with. So it's more management of your care in the situation now than like a cure, because the cures are surgical in nature, and the medical.
I'm not there yet as far as pain.
Oh yeah, and that would probably be the thing that would.
The risk reward isn't there.
Correct. The risk reward for a surgical procedure and something where if you can manage it through chiro care or conservative stretching and some PT, something like that, do that as much as possible. Do neck stretches, whatever. You can do all that until it becomes unmanageable, and that's what I recommend. You try to not go in there unless you have to, for sure. So, take care of your body. I think that probably today, more people are so caught up into the phone and into the quick thing now, like the everything's on demand. I have like a food fairy that comes to my door and drops off food whenever I'm too busy to go out and make it or myself. Uber Eats or DoorDash, It's the new way of going forward into and there's no turning back. There's no turning back in terms of the phone being the thing that everybody's just attached to. I mean, this is here to stay, I think. So, but people fail to recognize that your body is not here to stay, and they have to take care of it. This is the machine. This is the robot. Oh my gosh! So the nervous system in here, the electricity that flows from your brain into your hands to your fingers to make it do all these things. You got all of the muscles that make it so strong, and a lightweight design from the bones that's super strong. I mean, you got the CPU in the brain. I mean, whoa! You were given this really cool Millennium Falcon type of thing that gets to carry your spirit around everywhere you go forever. In that machine. It's not in this machine or in the next TikTok or your next email or whatever. It's in that machine. So think about that too. I mean, oh man, I can't just kind of Zoom meeting this away or whatever, I mean, just kind of it has to be taken care of on a more analog level, of exercise and stretching and management of your healthcare need. It's a healthcare need. It's not a gadget. It's it. That's the one you got. The
one body, the one
casing. The one spirit that John's got driving around inside of there. Walking the planet, traveling all over from Washington to Texas and to all over.
Flying over, not walking over.
Well, and now this little thing can fly too. What a cool machine you have. It's a blessing. It's such a blessing to be here for like 100 years, and you get to go out and feel the air and feel the sun and feel the wind and all that stuff, and enjoy people and conversation, and that's a great use of time. At least we get to have it, but you got to take care of this. So you got to take care of the machine here. It's not like going and getting another iPhone. You can't go submit it in for an insurance replacement in the mail, right? So that's kind of what happens in the whiplash situation. And I think in your particular situation, if you don't mind me talking about it, it's a management thing. You got to kind of look in the mirror on it and see, okay, well, this is what I'm dealing with, and this is how I just manage through it, and come up with a plan and stick to it. If whatever works, works. The stretch, the chiropractor. And if you feel better after the chiropractor, that's great. Go to the chiropractor. But if not, I mean, I'd probably recommend doing a little bit more evaluation of your what's going on in there before anybody kind of goes in there and starts twisting and turning again. Just I personally probably just being related to you, I'd like to give you some advice on what it is that's what's sitting in front of me there. But I mean, I'm here for you, man. But you have any other questions though?
No,
ask me.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Any other questions? Let's see here. Let me see if I have anybody. Nobody. All right. I didn't have anybody go on that one. But that's so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And that's my thing on neck pain and some whiplash.
So we're done.
Yes.